Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly,
the Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Wisconsin's offense to go on the attack first. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulled down for the tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Now here's Joseph. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Joseph. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Joseph on the play action. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it on the option. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. The run to the left. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. 4th down, Joseph. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Unloads quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give on the counter. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Badgers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they... Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. The run inside. It's Hansen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested.
There's some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside and make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Quick release on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter. But that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Creates a little space. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? They'll pull it on the read. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. They go play action with Joseph. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy. Nope.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He stopped right there after he... They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running inside. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. First play of the period, first down here. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Works the middle of the field. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll give it to Peoples. Maybe a crease. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Handoff for Peoples. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Might as well stick with him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Badgers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down.
He lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Here's a give to Peoples. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone, caught, and he's got room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. A big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Going to the run, it's Peoples. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Working that left side now. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nick!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that point.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Throwing Joseph. A little release to the back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Again, it's Joseph. Here's the pressure. Tried to trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Joseph from the gun on third down. Under fire. And down he goes. So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines, looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no... Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to pass, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got room at the 35. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Joseph on the play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was... You disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State to put your name on that list.
To the air, it's Beck. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He breaks a tackle. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good.
And that's not... Nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Under fire. Heaves it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Joseph. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Got the quick pass. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this.
Here's a little room there. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Penn State! Up to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. Pulls it again on the option. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Joseph. And they're not on the same page there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Badgers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get the yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Peoples one more time. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? A run for the quarterback. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Joseph on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Again, it's Joseph. Here's a heat. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Throwing Joseph. Makes the grab. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. There's a crease. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there's some plays where you just have to have it if you're going to have a chance to win a game, and that was one right there for the offense, David. 4th down, and they come up with a massive touchdown, a big-time play to cut into this lead. There's still time left on the clock, but they have a lot of momentum on their side right now.
And how deflating is that for this defense, man? You got them in 4th down. You got the lead. You've got it everything right where you want it. You could almost end the football game, and you give up the big play and momentum back to the other side. That's a terrible play for this defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Lions is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
There he goes! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The run inside. It's Peoples. Got enough for the 1st. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Joseph. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They go play action with Joseph. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Badgers moving quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Again, it's Joseph. Shoots it to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Throwing Joseph. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. 4th down, Joseph. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football and desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few